were at a crossroads when Access Bank came into the picture. We were trying to develop a piece of land on Isaac John that we had bought some 7-8 years ago, and we needed the finance to develop it. And we had a business plan to expand so that we would be able to take care of the loan. Where we were was too small. We also needed to put our stamp on the marketplace to show that, yes, we're a local brand, we're an indigenous brand, but more or less like we're here to stay. So we put together our proposal, and I shopped around with the bank I was already using, as well as a few other banks, and they weren't willing to take the risk on us. I had a meeting with Nike Omotayo, who works with Access Bank. She was in the GEM GEM department at the time. And she looked at it and she said that this thing is doable, we can do this. She gave us such confidence as well, which was something that we didn't get from any of the other banks. I remember one bank saying that, oh, the international competition was going to wipe us out, you know. And she was so positive and so encouraging about everything, and looked at it and said, look, we can do this. Put it all together and let's see where we can get to. And with that, walked into the bank, looked through, had my professional team with me, my finance guy, and I did everything else. And we ran through all the figures, and they said, we'll support you. And you know, I had to say that again. You know, when you've had so many doors close, and this is a triple, quadruple sized door that just goes plum, opens out wide like that. It's like, you know what? We're in business. And that's how they came on board. And they have supported us tremendously in a way that has been beyond my expectation, I must be honest. Maybe also because I've worked with other banks, and I know some of the things that happen with other banks. They say they support women, and you know, I always just think they all say this, but how far are they willing to go? And this was a good example of how far they were willing to go, that they were really willing to put their money where their mouth was, to support a business that hadn't banked with them before, looked at the plan, looked at our records, and decided they were going to support us. That for me was mind-blowing. When you are trying to raise 300 million naira for a project, and you're selling children's clothes in Nigeria, people are going to look at you and say, you've got to be out of your mind to be wanting to raise 300 million naira. What are you doing? Children's clothes? But Access Bank didn't look at it that way. They looked at it, they saw a business that had potential, and they backed it. You see, so that blew my mind. By the end of this year, we'll actually have 15 stores all over Nigeria. By next year, we'll be in Ghana as well. And it's exciting. We're in a very exciting place right now, and it's great. And we have a good bank that's supporting us. What is happening here today is an injection of freshness, an injection of new ideas into what the portfolio that they want to offer to women, that goes beyond opening an account or just doing everyday banking. The bank recognizes that recognizes the amount of energy and the amount of knowledge that is trapped in women that needs to be released into the economy to grow Nigeria. Nigerian women have tremendous potential. And if they're able to tap into the potential of the Nigerian female entrepreneur, I honestly think we will all together build a much better nation.
We founded IO in 1987, basically as a response to the need to provide interior design services that meet international standards. That went on for some years, and then in 1992 discovered that there was a niche where custom-made, good quality, luxurious furniture items were required. In 2007, we decided to restructure by involving the expertise of an international furniture company from Italy to come into Nigeria, set up our production process, introducing cutting edge and a conveyor belt production process to actually meet our clients' requirements and to meet international standards. So I came up with a business plan and took it to Access Bank. They took one look at the plan through my accounts officer at the time, and they were not really interested in it. But she was very, very persistent. And at the end of the day, Herbert Wigwe decided he had to meet me. So he came to the factory, spoke to me, asked me a few leading questions, recognized that we were serious. I was very, very passionate and believed completely in what I was doing. He bought into it. And as soon as he walked away from the meeting, turned to my accounts officer and said, give her the loan. Access Bank has been very, very supportive in various ways, but there are three distinct areas that comes to mind in terms of their support. The fact that they have actually established a well-run and organized gender desk specifically for women and targeted at women. Apart from because sometimes it's not just the money, the availability of funds that's important. They also offer that technical support. I remember when they gave us the funding and we said to them that marketing was a challenge. They identified a marketing company in America and put them in touch with us, and they came to Nigeria and helped us with our marketing strategy. So they also offer the technical support, which is important. Thirdly, and most importantly, they help your business grow. How do they do so? By patronizing us, patronizing the various businesses. I know that Access Bank has actually added and increased our turnover because they are our clients. So that is a wonderful form of encouragement in establishing that sort of relationship and achieving a win-win situation.
I started off with personal savings with a lot of support from my husband, and it was just about 6 shops, and this is 22 shops. The new one is opening soon. I couldn't have done it with Access Bank, so yeah, for the expansion, for what you are seeing, yeah, it all happened with the support of Access Bank. I approached about 1 or 2 banks, and by the time I said, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do, and they asked how much, I mentioned it, and when they looked at it, they said they believe in what you are saying, but from what we can see, we can only afford 20% of what you're looking for. And I was told that by not one, but the second bank said that again, and I was like, oh my God, I went home, I told my husband, I said, this seems like impossible, maybe I'm not going to do this, but I don't want to do anything less. While I was looking for other banks, here is Access Bank looking for me. Is Access Bank or nothing? They partner with your business. They understand it. They have something for women. They know what it is for a woman to be in business. They come in. They want to know what you're doing. They give you advice. They give you support. Trainings even. They've invited me to a lot of trainings, and they've exposed me to other women in business. And we've been managed by fellow women. Even the men there too, they seem to understand the way women think and the way women wants to be managed. So it's been awesome. We are opening the second shop, and they've told me if everything is going well, they're seeing the third one, they're seeing the fourth one, and so so I want to make sure that Price Superstore is in every neighborhood. I want to make sure that every Nigeria will say Price Superstore and others when it comes to supermarket business. your passion plus Access Bank, then the dream becomes reality.